Today we have a 2007 Mazda CX-7. We'll be replacing the starter. Just located right at the front. Sorry for the wind noise. Right down there, you can kind of see it below the throttle body. So first thing we're going to get to it is disconnect the negative terminal battery. However, I'm going to be removing the whole battery because we're going to do something else later. The brake booster, so I'll have another video for that. But let's go ahead and disconnect the battery, and then we'll go ahead and disconnect the airflow meter and pretty much get all this out. So I went ahead and removed the entire air box. Just removed 2 10s right here. Just lift up, just held in by these grommets here. Obviously, remove the air trunk here. So now it kind of gives us all the space to access the starter, which is down there. As you can see, the starter motor. So first thing we're going to do is remove the power cable. So that's held in by number 12, which is going to be covered. Sorry, let me get you in here. It's going to be covered by this little plastic cover right here. Let me see if I can get it open so you can see it. Right there, that little black plastic cover. So once you open that up, you'll see just reach number 12 socket in there and remove the nut holding the power cable. So just wanted to give y'all a kind of a better view. Oh, sorry. You kind of see where my extension is. Right there, you see that metal extension right there, and then the end of it near the throttle body end right there. So it's kind of general area where that nut is. So once you pull it out, I'll give y'all a better view, but just giving you an idea how we're removing this. Alright, so you kind of have a view now of that cover. Let's see if I can get in here without obstructing the camera too much, but here's that cover I spoke of. Pretty much just, it's a flap, just push it open, and then the nut will literally sit on the other side of right here. So now we just push this to the side, and we just have to release the sending wire, which that one is fairly difficult to deal with just because of the way it's designed. It's not like a normal clip. So just kind of gently work it out. It's directly under this point right here where the nut sat with the power wire. So let's just kind of gently work that out, and then we can remove the 2 bolts right here holding the starter in place. Okay guys, so I freed up the starter from all of our wires. That power wire goes directly to the alternator, so you can't really pull it out the way, but once it's removed. And that sending wire, you pretty much, I used a 90-degree needle nose just to kind of squeeze it, going in like that, squeezing it, or sorry, like this, and then just pushing forward. Just squeeze lightly so you don't break that clip, but pretty much now all we gotta do is use the number 12 and remove those 2 bolts I showed you, or 2 nuts I showed you earlier. Sorry, a slight correction. It's with the sockets to use to get the starter out. So this is actually number 12 nut that pretty much goes over the starter bolt, which is a 14. This holds the water pipe, I believe it's the water pipe, yeah. So pretty much gonna have to try to get this out the way as well. But the other bolt is going to be directly below right here, right around this region, number 14. So number 12 for the nut and 2 14 bolts. Alright guys, so I'm sorry for this. I really don't like Mazdas, but I forgot that this heater pipe is pretty much, or water pipe is pretty much stuck here where that ear goes over the starter. God, I hate this car. But anyways, so in order for you to manipulate, you're going to have to remove 1 more bolt. So you will have to remove the battery in the battery tray right here. As you can see where my extension is with my swivel at the end, there's number 12. Just follow the pipe, you'll see it pretty much right at the other side of the engine, below the turbo. So we're going to remove that bolt there, and should give us all the wiggle room to get this pipe out the way. And then from there, we'll remove the 2 14 bolts holding the starter in place to the bell housing there. So apologize for that, you guys. Okay guys, so we've removed that bolt in the back there for that heater pipe, as well as the nut up here. So we were able to work it out of that hole, on that stud, that bolt. So I went ahead and already removed those 2 bolts. So now we just kind of wiggle, and it'll pop right out forward. And now we're just gonna slip it out and get the new one in. Okay guys, so this is our old starter here, just to give you a view of everything. So our nut would go here with that cover on top, and then that sending wire would be right here. As you can see how the tab is set up. So I literally, with those 90-degree needle nose pliers, came in, did a little slight squeeze and just pushed forward. So I already have the replacement in there. So now we're just gonna go ahead and put the 2 bolts in. Keep in mind that the one that looks like this goes on top because of that darn water pipe. So let's go ahead and get these all in and then we'll be finished up. Okay guys, so my replaced starter is in there now. I bolted down the water pipe on this end as well as that end. My sending wire and power wire back on with the covering that nut also. So pretty much everything's done with the starters. You need to put everything back together and start her up. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, more videos to come.